Hello everyone, it's Kay here and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just do another little February makes video, but this obviously is for the end of February. I found this die that I actually purchased from Crafty Jack, who is another YouTuber, Jackie Douglas, some time ago, and had used it but not really very much, so I came across it again. And I'm always late for the show, but I thought, well, hearts, they always come in handy. And so what I've done is made some very nice tags, ideal for presents. And as you can give heart-shaped things all year round, it didn't seem too much out of the way. I didn't do it for Valentine's Day because I very rarely, as I say, I'm on trend. I'm always months behind. But anyway, this is the set of dies I've used, and it's tonic, and it is a die and stamp, and it's called Hello Beautiful, and it's an essentials die. I don't know what 1910E, Hello Beautiful, layering hearts and die set. Well, I didn't want to use the stamps, no particular reason, I just wanted to put my own little bit of decoration on them. So these are the first ones that I put together, and they've come out really, really nicely, and I'm chuffed to bits. I've batch cooked, as I always do when I'm doing this kind of thing. If you've got all your stuff out, then you might just as well get on with it and make a few, either then to add into Happy Mail or send friend mail. It all amounts to the very same thing, doesn't it? A rack. And I've just used some American cardstock, some gold mirror board, and the craft card, and then utilised the dies, layered them. There are 3 layers all told, plus the little bits of organza ribbon just to add a little something. I have offset the little eyelet here rather than putting it down in the centre. I think that looks quite nice if you tie it onto a gift bag or pop it onto just an ordinary parcel that you've wrapped. I think it's very, very fetching. And then just use the little bit of gold bling, the flat back there, and this tiny little die that I bought aeons ago. I mean, must be 4 years, and it's just tiny like this, but it just adds a nice little extra something to a project and is very, very pretty, so I quite like to use that one. I then decided I'd go on and do something a little bit more fanciful, and so I used the filigree die, which is this one, but you do need to use the edging die with it so that you get a good cut, and cut out 2 layers again. I do like things to feel substantial in your hand, and then just layered these up. Used the same little floral die again there, but just using different colours always changes things up. The Stampin' Up bow maker there, and a tiny little white rose, and I just think that is a really, really delightful little tag that isn't too shabby to put onto, you know, a parcel. It could be a card topper. You only would need to just not add the ribbon there, and then perhaps 3D foam it, and it looks really, really lovely. I've done all of these things with them just to see how they look, but it does make, excuse the glare, a really, really lovely little tag for all sorts of different occasions, birthdays. I mean, like I say, I've missed the Valentine, but I don't do Valentines particularly to send out to people anyway. But all year round, a thank you, just to let someone know you're thinking of them. So that was that little box of tricks that I was really quite happy with. And then on Friday, as a member of Happiness in Crafting on Facebook, Gi set up another Friday freebie, which she does every week. And oh my word, people that follow me know that I really, really love the monochrome effect, and this was that particular style. I'll bring out what I've got left of the sheet that I photocopied, but isn't that glorious? I absolutely love it. Butterflies, the printed word, leaves very, very delicate, some greenery there, and it's just all over the page, so you don't have to worry about direction. It will look good whichever way it goes, and it's just one of those really, really versatile sheets that comes out of the blue every whit and while, and I just think it's a lovely thing to have in your stash as a go-to for, you know, using for matting, layering, whatever you chose. Well, Gi also did a tutorial showing how to make this bag. It's not a new thing, but it's very, very easy and straightforward to do with the nice squared off base, and all that is one sheet of the paper, and I did line it on black card because I wanted that to be the theme of this particular make. And then I just ripped off the top layer, so you've got the smooth layer of the cardstock, but I ripped the actual design paper as it was printed out, just to give that sort of decollage look. I then added some of the black lace here. I layered up 3 1-inch circles and popped the little flower on the top there. There's an eyelet here, so that I can just then fold that over, wrap it around another 3 layers of the 1-inch circle there, and I just used some baker's twine just to decorate the front of that. And inside I needed to put something in it, so I've made, as I still had my tag die out, I've made a little booklet using 2 envelopes, just ordinary, I think they're 4x4, just let me check the size for you. Yeah, 4x4 squared envelopes, just 2 envelopes, slotted with the flaps slotted inside one another to give this sort of overall open little booklet affair. The lace, I've just put down the spine so it looks quite pretty. Used that lovely heart die again with a hello on the centre, and then you open it up, and I've got a little hidden paper clip one here in the same style. You could use it as that, or again use it as a tag, or in a journal. It does just slot onto the little belly band I made here just to hold it in place, and as long as it's not pushed too far down onto the page, it sits there quite nicely. Decorated the edges with more black. It's a Martha Stewart punch. And then this is the other side of the envelope, the open side. So I've just cut out that little area there, covered this bit, and in there are 3 little tags, all plain on the back, but again layered to give a little bit of more of a substantial feel. And then I've just decorated them with the hearts to have it all in keeping and in the same theme. So if you are a member of the group, you know, you've obviously got your little copy of this. If you're not a member of the group, then it's a Facebook group. You do answer questions to belong, and you also then are able to access Gi's freebies and a lot of other tutorials that she does. So all in all, it's a nice little group to belong to. I think there are several thousand, up in the teens, that belong to the group. These groups are always so popular, and it is a huge source of inspiration. So if you've not met the group and you're on Facebook, do go along and have a little see of it. It really is a nice group to belong to, not least because every Friday Gi does a freebie. It's up to you whether it suits your taste or not, but it's there, and you know, with kindness and a lot of hard work, these are made available, as I say, to the group. So that is my makes for the end of February, using the freebie from Gi and the Tonic Studio layered heart die. I hope I've inspired you, or at least given you food for thought, and we'll come back at another time with something else to share for you. Take care everyone, stay well, happy crafting, bye bye for now.